Director at KAIZEN Dynamics Partners. We are our service mainly focus on Dynamics 365, either CRM or ERP, which is Navision, Great Plains, or Business Centrals, and all other software around it, which business intelligence, Office 365, and so on. And our website is KDPSolution.ca, our email, and I will leave as well my personal email on the blog, on the video. So without any further ado, today we're going to talk about Microsoft Dynamics Business Central job module and basically the job creation. When I open the Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, I see the menu. This is Kronos Canada, which is a sample company. And it is the menu is job related, and this is specific for a project manager. And we could have other roles basically, and this is part of for me switching to the role as PM within my setting. Okay. And within this, I could see activities and self-services, which is contain the timesheet, the approval timesheet, and so on. We're gonna talk about it in different video. And there is some insights, which is job listing, job actual to price, the price variance, the budgets, the actual total price, and so on. Some of them we could see that they are equal. That means that there is no price variance from budget to actual. That means there's nothing. Either it's completed. And the other part here, I'll go down. This is more about the job profitability, which show me a little bit the job and the profit margin. That's what is green, which is and the total revenue, which is dark gray, 17,000. The total cost is about 1,982, and the profit margin is so far at this moment, because we didn't increase so much cost, it's 15,000. And for sure, we could connect through Power BI reporting for more insightful reporting if needed. We're going to cover that in other videos later on. Today, I'm going to show quickly how to create a job and what Business Central offer for you out of the box without any add-on ISVs or any customization. So if I go to the jobs, it's worthwhile to mention that jobs, let's create a new one, and then I'll talk about the levels of jobs that you could have. There is project level 1, 2, and 3, and as well, there is some dimension. Let's say we're gonna name this one. Normally, the system will automatically assign a number for me, but for the purpose of the demo, I will just create it manually, which we don't recommend for our customers. Construction job city center, and we're gonna bill it to our company, which is KAIZEN Dynamics Partners, this one. The person responsible, I will make it Linda Martin, and for the PM, I'm gonna make myself, which should be user within the system. Now, as in a project, there is a work breakdown structure, and normally it should be material, expenses, subcontracting, and so on, or the work breakdown structure for any projects, either for service, construction, or field, or maintenance, and so on. But we know that we could create it from other projects that we used in the past, if it is just like the same projects, or we could have some specific templates, like, for example, for commercial or residential. So I'll pick the first one. So what I'm doing here is the job task, which is basically the project level 2. That's the task. And we are copying all the tasks, or if I leave it empty, I'm gonna copy all the tasks. If I leave it, if I wanna be more specific, I could say only subset of this task, starting from the landscaping and so on and up. We could take only that part. But for the purpose of this demo, we're gonna leave it as it is. Here, we're gonna copy task from this job to this job, number 7. And we're gonna copy the quantity. The quantity, that means anything related. Let's say we use a resource for 10 hours in that project. It's gonna copy 10 hours of that resource in this project within the tasks. The job plannings, this is job planning lines. This is basically the third level. I'm gonna show it once we are having the the work breakdown structure of the project inside the project. However, it's worthwhile to mention the dimensions basically, because it's offered for us. If I hit OK, I'll leave the rest as it is. If I hit OK, here we go. I have everything from the last project, and it's giving me with the date, with the budget, which is this one. If I click on it, it's gonna give me some details of it. So basically, it's saying to me, this is Linda, and it was in the 12/25 because we did copy everything. It's copy as well some of the dates for the start and the delivery. But let's change this because this is a different project. It's worthwhile to mention. Okay, so this is the project level 1. This is the job itself. The job task is the project level 2. The job level 3 is what I mentioned here, is job planning line. This is basically where you specify which items, which resource is gonna use in the project, if it is subcontracting or no, and so on. So it is, let's leave it the same task, same projects. It's worthwhile that we have for those plannings both budget and billable, if you wanna as well count for it as budget and billable. And we have billable and budget. Billable if we want only to invoice the projects for those specific amount. We don't want to track the usage or the inputs of the cost toward the project. For the demo, I will just leave it as simple. Because it's different project, let's change the date for today, for example. Same thing for here. And I'm going to change as well the quantity. Let's say only for this project, I'm going to use 10 hours of Linda Martin and 3 hours of, if I go back here to the type of the resources, you could mention we have a resource item, GL accounts, and text. So, and all of this, the item could be an inventory item or service item or subcontracting item. It depends on how you configure your system. It depends how your business runs. For each of those quantity at this moment, we have the unit cost and the unit price, would give us kind of an idea about the budget cost and the budget price as well for this project. And here we go. It did change the dates for me and as well the number in here as well. We could do the same thing as well for the material structure, but it's similar thing. It's worthwhile to mention again, this is level 1, this is level 2, and the project planning is level 3. And you could add dimension, which basically add to your project up to 10 level of dimension. So you have plenty of room for analysis if needed. And most of the other software up there, they don't have that flexibility like Dynamics Business Central or previously, which was Navision. The status is open. I could have it as planning, code, and open or completed if I'm just doing planning or code. The other thing that's worthwhile to mention, if we want the approval of the estimate to your customer, you could send it by email automatically from the system here. Send job codes. My system is not set up, but I will just do it. It's gonna print for me PDF. I will say yes. The report selection is table is empty. Yeah, because my setup is not right, but let me go back and show you how it will have the PDF and the email for you. Taking time. There we go. Here it is, the job quotation, and obviously we could customize this as much as we want. And here we go, you have the job, the phases, the units, and the price. If you see here, the unit cost basically is the price, is not the cost for the project, because this is customer facing. And once we do that, sorry, okay. And basically here it is how it looks like, but we could change it, or you guys could change it depending on how you want for the format and layout. The other thing that I want to mention, because this is a project accounting system, it has to be tied to a posting group, which basically the accounting GL that will be counted when you incur cost or you post cost or you invoice the projects. The WIP method, you have different WIP method here. And the most used one is just the percentage of completion, but you could use it without WIP, but it depends. Most of the company use WIP, the mid-size company. And here you have the system calculates automatically the percentage of completed and the percentage of invoiced. The duration, you could input start and the ending date for a reference. And there is some other information related to foreign trade, which basically exchange rates and so on. For any project, you could have specific prices and discounts, and you could input them to the system. For today's demo, I just want to limit it to creation of the project, the tasks, and job planning, and understanding the dimension. That's about it for today. Thank you, and feel free to contact us for any other